starting a new life from zero in a new continent by yourself can be very scary and very overwhelming. But for me, it was worse to be in a place where I wasn't happy. I was a bit miserable, I'm not gonna lie, even though I was doing what I love for a living. In life, there are many other things than your career, and there are many other things than your personal life. You really have to feel fulfilled in many aspects of your life, not just in one or two. You have to try to always optimize your life to be happy with almost everything. You have to sacrifice sometimes some things. That's totally fine. But you can improve your life, do it. And if that means you have to move country, move. I moved alone already twice in my life. The first time was in 2013 when I moved from Spain to London to pursue my dreams in my career, in my creative career. I wanted to become a full-time freelance photographer and creative director. And in Spain, we were in the middle of a crisis. There was no jobs. The salaries were rubbish. So I was like, okay, I want to learn English, so I'm gonna go to London. And I spent there 11 amazing years. And after all those years, I felt like I've got everything I wanted from London. I was very miserable the last 2 years, more or less, because I was doing what I loved for a living. So I finally managed to become everything I ever wanted, but the lifestyle, it was rubbish. I wasn't happy because I was just working to keep up with the cost of living in London. So London, it's incredible. I really want to come back. I want to visit, but living in a big city, it's hard. It's very hard. The rent is ridiculously expensive. I don't even know how much money I spent in 11 years renting out very bad places for very expensive. So one of the main reasons why I moved from London to Bali, where I'm at right now, is cost of living. And it's not just about Bali, because I was in Kuala Lumpur, in Malaysia, not long ago. I was in an amazing apartment with incredible views, with an infinity pool in the 47th floor, and a gym in the 48th floor, everything included, and the price was £35 per night. That's insane. There is no way you can get something like that in Europe. It's very hard or almost impossible, I dare to say. Swimming pool, gym, an amazing apartment in the center. You cannot have that in Europe. And I don't know, guys, but for me, Asia, it's incredible. I don't know if you've been. Please comment below if you've been. The cost of living in Bali went up a lot, okay? I'm not gonna lie, Bali became crazy, but it's still way cheaper than in Europe. I have a video on my channel where I give you a tour of my new villa in Bali. I'm gonna link it somewhere here, and you're gonna see how incredible it is and how much I'm paying. But I'm paying the same as I was paying for a ridiculously tiny studio flat in South London, full of humidity. So it wasn't my flat only. London is like that. In central London, you are sharing a flat with 4 or 5 people, and the room maybe is like £900. For that price here, you can get a villa for yourself with swimming pool. So one of the main reasons was cost of living. One big reason that was affecting my mental health a lot and even my productivity was the energy. I don't know, depending on where you live, you're gonna notice this, but in London, I mean, I'm not generalizing, okay, but everyone is freaking rude. Not everyone, I'm not generalizing, but I was maybe on a day going to the gym, I was going to the supermarket, everyone in the supermarket was rude to me, the people who work there, and I'm the kind of person who is always smiling, and they're being rude to me. People who were working in the supermarket or even in the gym, some people were rude. I was like, why people are so angry all the freaking time? And then I'm thinking for myself, well, I don't blame them. You could tell people are more tired of everything because the cost of living is insane. So I don't blame anyone for being rude. People are struggling to reach the end of the month with the same money I was having in London just to survive in the city. Here in Bali or in Asia in general, not everywhere, depending on the country, but in Bali, the lifestyle is way better, way more affordable, and it's just good energy around you. And another of the reasons why I moved to Asia is because I love the culture. The culture here, it's incredible. And in Bali, let me tell you, everyone is so nice. All the locals are always smiling to you, super helpful. In London, maybe I was asking for help in a supermarket or in a shop to someone who is actually working there and they are doing their jobs. And they were so rude to me and they weren't helpful at all. And in Bali, I'm always like very with this London mentality and I don't want to bother anyone to help me out and I don't have to ask. because the locals come to me with a smile on their face to help me. I'm a woman traveling alone, and I was moving around Bali a lot when I arrived to look for a place long term. And I was moving with my heavy photography gear, with my suitcase. I was struggling. And the locals were so nice to help me out all the time with a big smile. The vibe is different, the energy here is beautiful. I've been in Bali 3 times, this is the 3rd one. And there is something magic about Bali. As a photographer, I love being close to other countries in Asia I want to visit to take photos. Like Thailand, I want to go to Japan, to Vietnam, Laos, Philippines. The list is very long, and all of that is quite close from each other, obviously, because I'm in Asia. And obviously Indonesia as well. It's not just Bali. Indonesia has more than 17,000 islands. So the list goes on. I can visit many places and I will never get bored because as a photographer, I love discovering new places. But obviously, I had to tell you this because if you follow my channel, you know this already. You have to be remote. You have to be able to work for someone else and be remote, or be freelance like I am and working online. So there are many possibilities and you can make it happen if that's what you want. So subscribe to my channel if you're interested about these topics, because I show you how to make a living with your camera and also remotely. I do have a video where I explain exactly how I make money while being remote, so you can check it out later. But there are endless possibilities for you to become remote and move wherever you want to move if that's what you are looking for. And one of the platforms I always recommend on my channel for many years already, because it's something I particularly use for many years and I keep using, is Skillshare. Skillshare is the biggest online community where you can learn everything you want about the creative industry and becoming remote as well, because you have topics as marketing, freelancing, photography, filmmaking, everything you can imagine. And you may know this already, but I did learn video editing for this YouTube channel through Skillshare. I took this class from Ali Abdaal when I started to use Final Cut Pro, and it was very helpful because lesson by lesson, I learned everything I needed to learn to edit a full video from beginning to end. And now they are offering learning paths as well, which are a bunch of classes that you can take in order for you to become from beginner to pro in a particular topic. So I always tell you to learn and level up your skills, because you can always change your career in life, okay? And today, Skillshare is offering to the first 500 people that click the link below a full month free trial, which means that you have the full month to take all the classes you want, all the learning paths you want, to learn a new skill. So go check out the link below to join the free trial of Skillshare. And thank you so much, Skillshare, for sponsoring today's video. The next reason why I moved, it's because of the weather. I don't know about you, but for me, the weather does a lot in my mood, and I was very miserable in London. It's gray every single freaking day, cold, raining, windy. I was upset all the time. That's not me. Plus, I'm Spanish, and I grew up by the seaside, so I'm not used to that. Even though I spent 11 years in London, I wasn't used to it, okay? Because it's too much. And it's proven as well. Like, we need vitamin D from the sun. It's a natural antidepressant, and we need vitamin D to survive. I was actually in treatment twice because I was very deficient in vitamin D in London. And the doctor told me this is something very normal for Spanish and Italians because we are used to the sun. We need vitamin D, and not just for our health, also for our mental health. When it's sunny, I think you can agree with me, you are in a better mood, you can wait to go out or do things with your friends. You are just happier. And in London, it wasn't like that. It wasn't, because at 3 o'clock in winter, it's already dark. I don't know if you hear about the term rat race. I was belonging to it. I was in London, rush hour, trying to get into the tube. It was impossible. It was hot. Everyone pushing each other. No humanity. Nobody looks to your eyes. Nobody is polite. Everyone is so freaking stressed, worried about getting to work in a job they hate. This is not life. Life is too short, and I'm very passionate about this topic because I'm so happy I managed after many years, because don't take me wrong, it took me years to achieve it. I needed to break free from society, let's say, and try to be in a place where I feel comfortable. There are many reasons why I moved to Asia. I'm a woman. Another reason, I have to mention this. Safety. This is another reason. I didn't move because of safety, because, you know, it's fine. It's a city. I was used to it in London, but I feel way safer in Bali than I ever felt in Spain or in London. In London, I've been in very dodgy situations, and it's very dangerous. In cities in general, it's not about London, okay? I love London, don't take me wrong, but I was never feeling safe as a woman, and in Bali, I feel so safe. I can walk in the middle of the night, super confident that nothing is gonna happen to me because locals are so nice. I never felt approached by any local in a weird way. Even with the scooter, you can leave the helmet on top of the scooter. Nobody's gonna rob your helmet, okay? Things happen. I'm not generalizing, but in Spain or in London, try to leave your helmet on top of your scooter. It's not gonna last even 2 seconds. And I think you can agree with me with this. And here, everyone leave the helmet there. So many people maybe forget the wallet in the bar. They come back and they get it. Like, I don't know, the culture is way safer here in Asia, and I just love it. Anyway, if you want to move or you are thinking about moving, do it. The world is not such a scary place as they paint it. Of course, I was scared as well, because all you absorb is mainstream media and people telling you it's so dangerous to travel. When you start to travel by yourself, like I do, you realize the world is beautiful. The people are beautiful, the people you meet every day. It's just full of experiences, and it's so rewarding to be able to do things by yourself. So if you are thinking about moving country, go for it. Now we are very connected with social media. Like, I'm meeting so many of you guys are texting me through Instagram because you're gonna come to Bali and I'm gonna meet you guys. It's very easy to make friends. So don't be scared to make the move if you are not happy where you are at or you are not happy with your career, because you can level up your skills. Check below the link of Skillshare below, and you can always change career and move countries. You can check these videos here about my life in Ubud, which I know you're gonna love, and more if you're a photographer, because you will see why if you check the videos here. I will see you very soon. Mwah. Big love from Bali.